Welcome back, fam. What's going on? This is Chris with F4YT. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another Divine Alignment Light Code message. You better been taking care of yourself, learning more about who you are and why are you here on the planet this time, and what can you do to get in a greater alignment with yourself, the universe within you, so you can have that balance and get things going, right? And that's what it's all about. So we are continuing our presentation series, expanding your relationship, and we're talking today about numerology and gematria, right? So if you're new to the channel, it's all about leaving no stone unturned, personal growth, development, self-realization, self-discovery, knowledge of self, and also self-mastery. Okay, so we can always work on ourselves each and every day, in other words. So if you love to grow, go ahead and click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, and if you really appreciate the content, don't be afraid to drop a thank you down below. Okay, it's all about cause and effect. And give me some great energy. Okay, because I'm sharing some great energy with you guys. Okay, so with that being said, we know Earth is a school, and the reason why you're gravitating to these presentations, that means you receive your call from the universe within you, saying like, hey, you outgrown the old way of knowing, being, and doing. It's time to level up, fam. Okay, so you've been, lining things up with nature, trusting your own inner voice, your own energy. Somehow, some way, the universe been lining up the right people, places, and events to support your growth, right? Even in the unknown realm. So you've been getting that supernatural aid and help that you need, right, to get you to the next step. And so what'll happen is, right, the universe will line you up with people such as myself, sharing their true ups and downs, right, the things that worked, the things that didn't work, and also the things that helped me level up on my hero's journey. Of course, I made some mistakes, but those mistakes gave me the experience, right, and the experience made me wise. So I got the knowledge first, right, but I had to get off my butt and take action to get that experience, bump my head a couple times, my knees, right, and then I learned, what's my sweet spot, and it made me wise in the process. And that what led me to, sharing my lifelong experiences with you guys in these presentations, right? So with that being said, you're gonna make some mistakes yourself, all right, but it's all about growing through your own personal transformation and atonement process. It's all about, each and every day is full of tests and lessons for you to pass. Okay, so stop living on repeat, in other words. So with that being said, it's all about expanding your relationship. We've been, talking about numerology, pretty much gematria, the whole time. And, I sneak a little bit of everything in every presentation, either you know it or not, okay? But it's all about, just having that, a better knowledge base, and just being familiar with, different signs and symbols. Okay, so instead of me just slam dumping you at one time, okay, with a whole bunch of information. So I like to spoon feed people just a little bit at a time to get you to the next step. And I'm also teaching myself too. I'm reminding myself. So all of this stuff already. I'm just here to remind you of your own greatness. Okay, fam? So with that being said, let's jump right into it. It's all about unity consciousness, messages from the universal source within you, because you are your own universe. So what that mean? That means like each and every one of us need to take full responsibility and accountability for our actions. We can't point the finger at nobody anymore. You know what I'm saying? The devil is tired of being blamed for everything when it's you or me doing all the work, right? So I hope that makes sense. So it's time to really, be very intentional with each and everything, every seed that we plant in our lives and the lives of others, in other words. So it's all about cause and effect. So if things haven't been going right, flip the switch. You know what I'm saying? Start planting, better seeds in your reality so you can get better effects. I hope that makes sense. It's very simple. So let's talk about it. Underneath all the layers of you, you are a divine light being. This is your true self, and your universe within you will show you all kind of different synchronicity to show your divine alignment, to see, so you can know what level you're on, how your what's your vibration level. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's all about divine timing. Okay, so if you're doing this presentation right now, you are in divine alignment, and it's all about divine timing. Okay, so let's talk about these principles. They're gonna get you going, so you can have that balance in your life that you need, and also so you can vibrate in your heart chakra, so you can have attract those experiences that you've been longing for. Okay, so the principles of truth are 7, and he or she who knows these understandingly possess the magic key, before whose touch of all doors of the temple of your mind, okay, fly open. And these keys are the 7 hermetic principles that we've been sharing for the longest, right? So if you do need help, Ralph Smart on YouTube, he can walk you through these things, okay? But we got mentalism. Everything starts in the mind first, or the spiritual realm, before it manifests in the physical. Then you got correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, gender. Then to maintain that heart chakra, right? It's all about your core value. These are 7 principles of Ma'at, and these are the ancient systems of morals and values that are going to help guide your thought and behavior in your reality as you navigate, okay? So, you know, you have truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, harmony. And we, you know, the world is equally divided between good and evil, right? The devil side and the God side. So your next move gonna tilt the scale in either direction. So are you here to lift people up, or are you here to tear people down? All right. Are you here to love on people and add value to help them level up, or are you here to distract them because you don't know your purpose and mission in life? So you rather, you know, it's lonely to, you know, to be by yourself than to watch, you know, people grow and move on. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So let's go ahead and move on in. It's all about, you know, tying in all of these, you know, your divine masculine and feminine principles, so you can be the whole you, so you can have that balance in your life. So it's all about divine timing. Okay, so anything that you desire to manifest in your life will always manifest. Okay, so when your soul is in alignment with allowing it into your reality, that's when things gonna manifest in your reality. Okay, so when you stay in that present moment, that vortex, you know, what are you putting energy into every day? What are you, what are you thinking about? You know, what books are you reading? Okay. So in simple words, you know, numerology helps each and every person to understand the source of information about yourself from your date of birth, and also from your natal chart, because those degrees have numbers, right? And you can reduce those things down so you can see, you know, what's your alignments. Okay, so we have 1, we talked about this before, manifestation. 2 is union. 3 is new growth. 4 is foundation. 5 is strategy, you know, making those choices and changes in life, right? Learning those lessons with this 5 vibration. All right, 6 is love. 7 is spiritual growth. 8 is earned wealth, and 9 is completion. And then we also have something to put in your toolbox here. We have the Hebrew alphabet. Now this consists of 22 letters, so you know, and so the 5 finals were added to make up the series of 9, or 27. So 2 plus 7 equals 9. Still going to reduce down to 9. So, but these are the new finals that were added, so you can have those sets of 9, those 3 sets of 9 to give you that 27. Okay, so everything is interconnected, as you can see. So you can take your name and correspond, you know, these different things to see what these different vibrations with these different systems. So you can, you know, just have different perspectives. I hope that makes sense. So if you really love numbers like I do, and they pop up in your reality all the time because your spiritual team, your universe is really, you know, want you to grow because you smart like that. You the bomb.com. I'm serious. That's why this book saying 777. So please add this to your library. You know, it's gonna, you know, give you access. It's like a dictionary of numbers and different correspondence and stuff like that. Okay, but this is a good tool to put in your toolbox. Hint, hint. So there are cycles and seasons to everything. It's all about, you know, what are you doing right now that's going to get you to that next step. Okay, so I'm here to remind you of your greatness. You know, let's raise up from that root chakra energy, tap into that heart, so we can be in that present moment vortex that equals that now, so you can gain access to your own light code and stop depending on other people. You don't need anybody. You don't need me. You just need yourself, and sit with yourself to, you know, to really hear yourself. All right, so as we get ready to close things out, numerology is the mathematical calculation to know ourselves and inherit the actual behavior according to our numbers. We've been talking about that for quite some time. It is also a study of the numbers of your life, which help us to understand, and overstand oneself and the world as individuals, where we can discover insight about our purpose, mission, and life path, right? So what am I saying? The more you develop your behavior according to the numbers, the more powerful you become. The essence of human as well as numbers is behavior. So the material items can come and go, but knowledge itself is more important and longer lasting. So if you haven't learned anything else from none of my presentation, please learn these 7 hermetic principles. You will greatly thank me later. All right, and be sure to donate to this channel. Okay. All right. So there's a good side and not so good side to everything, like I've been saying for the longest, but it's all about having that balance. It's always that sweet spot. All right. So you can see both sides. It's always that neutral ground. So you have a divine masculine energy and a feminine energy or principle within you, but it's going to, when you're out of balance, you basically, focus on one side. But right now, it's all about flipping that switch and balancing your polarity so you can be whole again. Okay, I love you, I appreciate you. So if you want to learn more about numerologies and number, your especially dealing with your birth chart, Lord Strayhorn and King Simon. Lord Strayhorn, King Simon. One more time. Lord Strayhorn, King Simon on YouTube. These guys are passionate about numerology and helping people. Okay, so let's talk about these numbers in Gematria. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. So Jung, Carl Jung claimed that numbers are the most primal language. Numbers are, one form of communication that is not only universal but also seems to cross levels of consciousness and awareness. All right. So the simple binary code, that's basically what it is, ones and zeros. Okay. At the end of the day, that lies behind many complex computer languages is a good example. They can be used to link the gap between the infinite consciousness of your guardian angel and your own limited consciousness. It's all about connecting your own your own energy, your own line of communication, your own Wi-Fi signal, if that make more sense. Okay. All right. So numbers have proven to be an effective medium for such communication for thousands of years. Okay. And that's why I've been, sharing numbers from day one, because I love numbers. They've been popping up in my reality since I came out the womb of my mom. Okay. That portal. And I was like, where are these numbers coming from? From my address, phone number, you name it. These synchronistic numbers, master numbers been everywhere. Okay. So let's go ahead and sum these things up. These are my takeaways to get you out of here. Again, this is coming from chapter 5. Danny Sargent, your guardian angel and you. So if you don't have this book, shame on you. All right, this is a good book to add to your library. Okay, so these are my takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here. Number one, now the central theme of number system communication is that there are no chance encounters. In other words, there are no accidents or coincidences. Everything happens in divine timing. That the universe, including everything around you, has spiritual meaning. Okay, everything has a meaning. Everything in your reality can be used as a tool to receive messages from your spiritual team, and numbers can be used to convey messages, advice, and ideas. Hint, hint. All right, number 2, your mind is like a computer. We talked about this before. So by remembering or using a particular system, you let your conscious or an unconscious mind know that it is a new form of communication. All right, you are programming yourself. Okay, master builder. All right. And then you got to be consistent and use one system to build confidence to avoid any kind of confusion. Okay, but give things 3 months, but you'll know long before then. After about 30 days, you'll start to see what works, what doesn't work. You'll start to see some trends. Okay, but pay attention. All right. So don't give up on yourself. Number 3, no matter how silly or weird these number systems may seem, stick with it. Open your mind. You got to have an open mind and an open heart to connect with the divine consciousness. Okay, so give your mind time to accept this new program that you're inputting into your brain, right? And be aware of different kind of synchronicities that pop up in your reality as well. As we close, numerology reduces everything down to digits like 1 through 9, or that binary code that we talked about, 1 and 0. Each number corresponds to energy, power, and a symbol. And there are tons of books and websites available at your disposal to give you the information that you need to help you level up, like this one right here, 777 and Lord Strayhorn and King Simon. These guys love doing what they do, okay, like I do. All right, so as we close things out, lastly, number 5, Kabbalah, the ancient Hebrew system of numbers, meaning, called Gematria, right? In this system, numbers are ascribed to a Hebrew alphabet to discover a hidden mystery in scripture like the Torah, right? Also, Gematria is used as a tool to communicate and understand spiritual truth about yourself and your surrounding. So you can use 2 words or ideas that equal the same number, have the same root. When they have the same number, they basically have the same root essence. So this specifies the link between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, in other words. So these are only a few tools that you can use at your disposal, but these are the ones that I basically been integrating every presentation. Many of you guys are pretty much aware of that by now, like, okay, we've been covering this already, but not in this detail. All right, but at the end of the day, trust your own inner voice, your own energy. do what works best for you. Okay, your intuition gonna let you know, like, hey, test this one out. This may work a little bit better for me. You know what I'm saying? And then just just keep refine and repeat until you find your own sweet spot. I hope that makes sense. So this has been my own personal takeaway when it comes to numerology, gematria, right? Expanding your relationship with your true self, your Christ self, and your God self, linking into that God mind, man. Okay, or goddess. All right, I love you, I value you, appreciate you. And Earth is a school. We have to unlearn all the lies and relearn our own personal truth. So as always, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. Drop a thank you if you love the content. Go ahead and donate. My Cash App is down below. Don't be ashamed. $1, $2, don't matter. All right, but I'm here to help you and help myself level up. All right. So as we close, as always, our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and not our soul grow. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, it's okay. It's never too late to rewrite your story. You need a better plan. You need a better routine to get those different results. Okay, so as you grow, especially when you incorporate these 7 hermetic principles, they're gonna help you level up. Share your knowledge and wisdom with people. And tell people to trust their own inner voice and own energy. Everything matters, and that way you can tap into your own biorhythm and flow in life, right? And stop blindly believing people, okay? All right, guys, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Again, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. We'll be back with another presentation soon. Take care of yourself, love yourself, learn more about yourself. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.